Hello everyone, welcome to your January Connect meeting. My name is Britt Cloward, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing, and hopefully you've just come through a fantastic Heritage Makers holiday. For some of you, this may have been your very first holiday season, giving a Heritage Makers gift, and I hope it was fantastic. I know in my own family and in my own home, Heritage Makers gifts make the best holiday gifts. Well, the holidays are done and you're probably thinking what we're at the home office thinking, what is 2013 going to give us? There's a lot to do this year, and particularly at this time of year, I'm thinking a lot about what is it I'm going to be doing in 2013. You know, January is a great opportunity for us to think about resolutions. In my own family, I've been thinking about how I can spend my time more wisely. I came across a story recently that helped me think a little bit about prioritizing my time in this new year. The story's about a reporter. And this reporter was at the end of his career. He was talking on the radio with a young man who had been very successful in his career. The reporter said to the young man, "I'm so happy you've been such a success in your career. I'm a little bit sad that it seems to have taken you away from your home and family so much." He said, "Let me teach you a little something that I learned a few years ago." He said, "A few years back, I did a little bit of math. I figured that the average person lived about 75 years. Now, of course, some people lived more and some people lived less, but on average about 75 years. I then times that number by 52, standing for 52 weekends in the year. From that, I found out that the average human being has about 3,900 weekends, or as he called it, Saturdays in his life." He said, "I didn't figure this out until I was 55 years old. At that time, I did the math and I figured that I had about 1,000 Saturdays left in my life. So I went to the store as fast as I could. I actually went to 3 different toy stores and bought all the marbles I could find. Turns out I had 1,000 marbles and I put them in a big plastic container and left them outside of my shop. Every Saturday, towards the end of the day, I'd go out to the shop and I'd take one of those marbles out and I'd throw it away." He said as he watched those marbles diminish, it was surprising how quickly it helped him to prioritize his own life and to pay attention to what he was really spending his time on. Before he ended the story with the young man, he said, "Let me just tell you one last thing. Today was the day that my lovely wife and I went and took the very last marble out of the container." He said, "Every Saturday we have from here on out is counted a blessing." Well, he wished the young man success in all his endeavors and signed off the radio. The story then says the young man had planned to wake up early that morning and get some work done. He then put away his briefcase, walked into his room, and said, "Honey, wake up. I'm going to take you and the kids to breakfast." Isn't it amazing that when you look at what we really have, and that's our time, how precious it really is? Current events have helped us all think about how precious life is, how important it is to preserve. That's why it's so great to be a heritage maker. You don't take those marbles each day and throw them away. You take a marble of each weekend, as it were, you put it in a storybook or in a project that really touches lives, and it lasts longer than just a weekend. Recently, my family and I moved, and that was an interesting process to say the least. We didn't quite have a next location for us to live into, so we needed to pack up all of our materials for the time being and put them into a storage unit. So as part of the process, Ginger went to each of our kids and said, "You get to take a week's worth of clothes, 2 toys, and 2 books. Everything else needs to be packed up." Now, we've lived in our home for about 8 years, and so, as you can imagine, we had quite a bit of stuff accumulated. It was interesting to see what our kids would pick. They picked their favorite clothes. They picked their favorite toys, of course. And when it came to their favorite books, we'd been reading all sorts of Christmassy, holiday type of books. And my oldest girl, Brinley, got her 2 favorite books. And I don't remember what one of the books is, but the other one she pulled out happened to be this one that she was given years ago. Now, I confess that I haven't seen her read this recently, but out of all the books that she wanted, she pulled her Heritage Makers I Love to See You Smile book. As a heritage maker, that makes me feel great. As a father, it makes me feel wonderful that we took the time to make something that she treasures. So as I thought about the resolutions I would like to make this year, I'd like to prioritize my time. I'd like to invest my time in things that make a difference. I've realized that if I pledge to publish this year each month, that it won't just be one project, but it'll be many projects that my kids, my loved ones, my family members and friends will have in their homes and hopefully in their hearts as the years go on. You know, as a Heritage Makers consultant, Club HM is one of the very best ways to help people catch the vision and get the benefits out of heritage making. In 2013, I hope that you take the pledge to publish each month, not just fun projects, not just cards, not just the great mugs and everything that we're doing that way, but also projects of the heart, projects that take a little bit more time and energy, projects that preserve heritage in a very unique and special way. And of course, in January, you have incredible host rewards where not only you can pledge, but you can help hosts and new customers pledge to publish all year long. I truly do feel that taking the time to preserve those things that matter most will end up being the most benefit to your family and to yourself over time. So as you go through 2013, I hope you pledge to publish. I also hope that you take the time to invite others to pledge to publish. Use all the tools you have available for you. Host rewards, Club HM, everything to help people take the time in their busy, busy lives to do what's going to be most important, to preserve the marbles and not just throw them away. You know, 2013 is going to be an incredible year for Heritage Makers. It's going to be an incredible year for those who band together to offer our incredible mission to others. I hope you'll join us as we do it. And one more thing, we have an incredible incentive to help you along your way in your business this year. We're going to New York City, and we have a fun little trailer we've put together to help you get a preview of what this trip will be like.